Hi everyone, it's Gail here. It's the Ignite show live at 5-ish. So it's supposed to be live at 5, but I seem to struggle to hit that 5 o'clock mark for some reason. So running a little bit late again today, but that's all fine. So today I've just sent my little bot out to say what I'm talking about today. So today I am talking about the fact that there is no one coming to save you. All right, there's no one coming to save you. So let's just let that sink in for a second. So if you are tuning in live, if you're here live watching me, then please do leave me drop me a little comment so that I know that you are on watching live. If you are watching on replay, hashtag replay, so that I know that you have tuned in later. And if you do have any questions or comments for me, then feel free to pop them in as well. And I will try and come back and review that as well. So I see that somebody is on live. Katie's on. Hi, Katie. How are you? It's good to see you. Well, I can't see you, but it's good to know that you're here watching me. You can see me, but I can't see you. I'm having a bit of a fuzzy hair day today that I'm seeing. So I'm looking at myself here, and I've also got a little companion with me today who you can't see, but I've got a little Millie here who's lying on the floor sleeping, completely uninterested to the fact that I'm broadcasting live. But yes, so we are looking after, or I am looking after my mother and father-in-law's dog at the moment, just for a few hours, and she seems to be quite settled. She's getting on a little bit now, so she sleeps a lot, but she's sleeping. She's usually she follows you everywhere, and she's usually at my feet, but she's just a little bit away from me just now, sleeping, so that's fine. So Katie's saying, doing well, thank you, hope you are too. Yes, I am. I'm on holiday next week, so I'm taking a week off next week, and oh, Millie just perked up there, she must hear something. Taking a week off next week and hoping to do a bit of recharging. So I am in a little bit of planning mode right now, just to make sure everything is organised for me taking a week off next week, making sure that the rest of the team know what's going on and can look after things while I'm away, which is the great thing about having a team, the great thing about working with a team, which is quite new for me. In my own business, I used to always have a team, but yeah, it's a bit of a new thing for me having a team just now. So Katie is saying, I finished tomorrow for 3 weeks off. Wow. Your son's starting school. Oh my goodness, 3 weeks off. But that must be a big thing, actually, thinking about your son starting school and kind of going through the whole worry of that. Yeah, I can imagine what that must be like. But the schools aren't back yet, right? They've still got another few weeks, haven't they? I mean, it's not even the end of July yet. Is it another couple of weeks they go back? So you're taking a couple of weeks off before he goes back, and then the week of him going back, possibly. And Gillian is on as well. Hi, Gillian. Who else is on? I see Gillian is on, Katie is on, 3 people are on. So who else is on? Drop me a little comment. But today, 4 people are on now. Great. So today, what I wanted to talk about was, let me just check and make sure that I am actually on live here before I do that. Yes, I am live. Perfect. Just do that. That all looks good. So today I am talking about, Katie's saying, starts on the 13th, so a bit of family time to enjoy first. Yes, family time and a bit of a staycation, I assume, Katie, because we're not going anywhere next week. We are going away for a few days down to Berwick, and apart from that, just spending some time at home, actually, and not doing much. I'm feeling really tired. I don't know, it's not like me to feel so tired, but all this week I've been really tired, and I think I am just ready for a holiday. But it'll be a staycation, some time at home, just recharging, which is all fine. So today I am talking about nobody is coming to save you, right? So there's a bit of a thing, right? Nobody's coming to save you. I've said that to a couple of clients recently, and it was a little bit of a theme with someone I was talking to today as well. So I didn't actually say that to the person I was talking to today, but it kind of made me think of the same thing. And so what do I mean by that? Nobody's coming to save you. So what I mean by that is that it's really easy, okay? So it's a little bit of a hard truth today in the Ignite show, which I am known for hard truths at times. I am very supportive, and when I give a hard truth, right? So I'm going to pre-qualify this, because when I give a hard truth, it is always with love. I'm not very good at doing those little love heart things, but I always say, okay, so here's the hard truth, but it's with love. Gosh, that doesn't even look like a love heart. Here's the hard truth, but it is with love. But it is a hard truth as well, because often when I'm having, when I'm coaching and I'm having a conversation with a client, or I'm coaching a client, oftentimes, I hear about, oh, here's why everything is hard. Here are all the challenges. Here's why I can't do something. And this is going to sound really harsh, right? And I kind of don't, and I do mean it to sound harsh a little bit. So the thing is, it can sound a little bit like, well, none of this is my fault. None of the situation that I'm in right now, whatever that situation might be, none of that situation is down to me. And also, there's nothing I can do about it, right? So this, my dog's just disappeared. Where's she gone? Millie, what are you doing? Oh gosh, you know what she's doing? She's sneaking up onto the settee. You come and stay here. Come and sit beside me. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Lie down. Lie down. Good. So that's what she does. She sneaks through, because where I work is just off our living room, and she sneaks through to the living room and jumps up on the settee, because she's not allowed in our house. She is not allowed on the furniture, but in her own house, she is allowed on the furniture, right? So she when she thinks I'm not looking, she sneaks through and jumps up on the settee, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I can't actually see what she's doing, but I know she's doing something. And then when I shout at her, I realise that's what she's been doing. She's been jumping up on the settee. Cheeky. Yes, you are. Cheeky, cheeky. No point in looking at me all cute. You're cheeky. So just keep an eye on this one. So that's the thing. The harsh truth, or the hard truth, is that Millie, come back. Come back. Come on. Come back. Come on. Come here. Just going to shut the door, because she's going to sneak through again. 1 second. You just stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Good girl. Good girl. You stay in here. Right, she can't get through now. Clever girl. You lie down. Lie down. It's all live, folks. It is all live. It's all happening. So yeah, quite often when I'm speaking to people or coaching people, it's all about, well, I can't do this because, or I can't do this because of something else. And there's an element of, it's not my fault, I can't do anything about it, right? Now, the big one on this is usually about overwhelm and balance, right? And it's not always that, because this applies in lots of different situations, and this applied in a completely different situation recently as well with another client. But the point is, it's always about, well, there's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a lack of acceptance that you have some skin in the game, right? You have ownership of what is going on. And so the conversation I had this morning was about, no one's going to give you permission to do what you're about to do, or no one is going to give you permission and come along and say, why don't you just take some more time? Why don't you just, take some time off? Well, sometimes people do that actually, but generally speaking, when you're overwhelmed and you've got loads on your plate, and stuff's being thrown at you all the time, generally speaking, someone doesn't usually come along and say, oh, just don't bother doing such and such, or why don't you just stop doing that, or I tell you what, let's just stop that project and we'll not bother about that anymore. In my experience, right, that never happens. It doesn't happen. Generally speaking, people don't come along and sort things out for you. Right? What typically happens is they throw more at you, right? They don't take stuff off you, they tend to throw more at you. And so the thing is, you're the only one that can save yourself. Like, you're the only one that can figure out what matters most to me, what is important to me, what is it that I want to say yes to, what do I want to say no to, what do I really want right now, this week, next week, this month, this year, what do I really want in my life, right? And this applies to any situation, what matters most to me, and how am I going to make that happen for myself? Nobody's going to come along and tell you what that is. Nobody's going to come along and map it out for you. Nobody's going to come along and say, right, here are the steps you need to take, and oh, by the way, I'm going to take them for you as well. Right? It just doesn't happen. No, you have to do that. You have to own it. You have to step up and say, this is what I want. This is, this is my vision for the future, because I've been talking about vision this week. So I've been, talking a lot about vision actually. So once you're clear, this is the direction of travel. This is where I want to get to. This is what I want my life to be like. You're the one that's responsible for taking the action to get you there. Nobody can do that for you, because nobody knows what's really in your vision. Well, obviously, you want to try and share that vision, especially if it's for a team. But generally speaking, you're the only one that can decide and take the action that's going to get you closer to making your vision a reality, right? Nobody else can do that for you. Nobody. So when I say, nobody's coming to save you, the reason I say that is because a lot of people get stuck in what I'm thinking of a word like procrasta avoidance or something like that. So some people say procrasta cleaning, right? So some people say, oh well, I had to do that cleaning and that stopped me from doing the thing that actually was the thing that you're avoiding doing, right? And so often I'll say, well, what are you avoiding, right? Because we find ways and we find obstacles, and sometimes we invent obstacles as well. We invent things that get in our way and give us an excuse, right, for taking the action that we know that we need to take. Like deep down, we know there's an action that we need to take, but we're scared to take it, or we're not sure about taking it, or it's going to be uncomfortable, or it's scary, or I might upset someone. I might have to let somebody down. I might have to say no to somebody. So we know that it's going to be awkward. It's going to be an uncomfortable conversation. I don't really want to go there. So then we make up other noise and other things that are going on. Oh well, yeah, but I had to clean the bathroom. And that's a very simple, obviously, example. But it's the same in any situation, oh well, I've been busy at work. Oh well, this project came along that was really important. If you don't make what you want for yourself important, if you don't prioritize you, if you don't put value on the things that matter most to you, well then they're never going to I'm just saying that sending me a comment saying replay on my messenger bot that went out. And I've just changed the wording to make that a little bit clearer what I mean by that, and obviously it's still not working. You're the only one, right? You're the only one that knows what matters most to you. And therefore, you're the only one that can protect that. You're the only one that can create that. You're the only one that can make it happen. Even if, and I will sometimes have conversations with clients where, I think, oh my God, they're going to fire me. Like any second now, they're going to fire me because, I'll say things like, there is no point in paying me a lot of money, right? It's just, it's expensive to work with me. There's no point in paying me a lot of money if it's just another way to avoid doing what you actually already know you need to do. Right? I'll gladly take your money. I'll gladly take your money, and we can sit here and we can continue and have the difficult conversation, or have the conversation that you're having with me that's avoiding the conversation you actually need to be having with someone else, right? And that's what I mean about no one's coming to save you, because even when you work with me, I can help you figure out what it is you need to do. I can help you figure out what your vision is. I can help you figure out what matters most. I can help you figure out, your values. I can help you figure out the decisions that you need to make. But ultimately, I can't do it for you. Nobody can. You're the only one that can take the action. And I always say that to my clients, come and work with me, but know that I can't do the work for you. And if you're going to work with me, you have to be all in, because when you work with me, anybody that's worked with me will know this, right? When you work with me, I am all in for you, all in, 150% if that is possible, but I am all in. But I will only work with people that are going to be all in for themselves, because that's the hard bit, right? That's the hard bit. It's hard to be all in for yourself because it feels selfish, right? It's like, yeah, I get that. It feels selfish. I'm here to tell you it's not selfish, because the only way that you can be all in for other people is if you're all in for yourself first. You create the clarity that you need to be all in other places for other people that matter most. But if you don't put yourself first and you don't go all in for you, well, then everything just becomes diluted and you can't focus on anything. And you end up in a situation where you're stuck. You don't have clarity. You don't know what the next step needs to be. You don't know what the direction is that you want to go in. You don't know what your goals are. And it just all ends up in a mess, right? So that's the thing. So that's the hard truth. So thank you for tuning in, right? Thank you for tuning in to be inspired, or, whatever it is that you want to tune in to come and speak to me about. But that's what I have for you today. What I have for you today is, by all means, have, conversations with me and come and work with me. But the bottom line is, I can't save you, right? I am not coming to save you. No one is coming to save you, because ultimately you have to save yourself, right? You have to figure out for you, and I can support you to do that, and I can help you do that, but you have to figure out for you what matters most and what are the steps you're going to take to get there. And I can help you figure out what the steps are, but you're the only one that can take them. You're the only one that can do the work. So ultimately, this is about your life. You have to figure out what's most important to you, what matters most to you. How much does it matter to you? And are you willing to take the step in order to get there? Because once you've created a vision and you know what your vision is, are you willing to take the steps in order to make it come true? Are you willing to take the steps and do the work to make it happen for yourself? Because you're the only person that can do that. You're the only person that can say no when you have to say no. You're the only person that can make the decisions that are right for you, because nobody else knows what is right for you. You're the only one that does. I can help you figure out what is right, but you're the only one that can make things happen that are in alignment with that. So that's it from me today. That's Tough Love Day on the Ignite Show. Tough love, letting you know that no one is coming to save you, but that's something for you to think about and ponder and reflect on. So let me know what you think of that. I see Debbie is on. Hi, Debbie, how are you? I know that you submitted some stuff in the vault, which I haven't read through properly, but I know that you have done that. And we are halfway through Find Your Balance. Halfway through Find Your Balance. I'm curious, because Katie and Debbie are both doing Find Your Balance with me. It's the midway checkpoint, because I'm going to be sending a mail out about that to say we're at the midway point. Katie is saying, thank you, Gail. It's time to design a life I don't need to take a break from. I love that, Katie. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna use that. It's time to design a life that you don't need to take a break from. Wow. How insightful is that, Katie? Thank you for sharing that. Let me bring that up. I forgot I have the power to do this. Let me bring that one up and highlight that, right? It's time to design a life I don't need to take a break from. Wow. Amazing, 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 amazing. So Katie, you have the power to do that. The power is all yours and no one else's. It's all yours. And speaking of designing a life that you don't need to take a break from and finding your balance, how is finding your balance going? Where are you guys with that? So Debbie and Katie, where are you with find your balance? Where are you up to? Where are you up to with it? What's going on? Oh, thirsty. Gillian is saying hi and waving. I'll give you a little wave back. Hi, Gillian. Yeah, so let me know, Katie and Debbie. And Katie, for you, with your awesome comment, it's time to design a life I don't need to take a break from. What would that look like? So if you were to design, because that's what we're talking about, right? And find your balance. That's a big part of find your balance, is to design the life that you don't need to take a break from. So where are you with that, Katie? How is the design coming along? What does that look like for you? What's the biggest thing? What's the biggest thing that would be different if you were to design a life that you didn't need to take a break from? What's the biggest thing that would be different? Debbie's saying, I'm still at the beginning of defining my goal and I have homework still to do. Ooh, homework. Yes. And I wonder if, seeing it as homework, wonder what slant that puts on it for you, Debbie, seeing it as homework. Because I would encourage you to see it not as homework, but as, I don't know, like, important stuff to do that should be prioritized, because it is about designing a life that you don't want to take a break from. I'd absolutely love that, Katie. Really, really love it. Katie is saying, on my to-do list, the bulging to-do list, been changing my tails, chasing my tail ahead of leave. Do you feel like the lessons have helped day to day though? Brilliant. I'm at choice more and I'm saying no nicely. It doesn't, just because you're saying no doesn't mean it can't be nice. Absolutely. But you're saying no nicely more. Fantastic. Okay. Right, I'm going to toddle off. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you that have been with me live, I will I'll probably send an email out with a link to this to my list. But if you are if you are watching this on replay, please let me know that you have watched. Put a hashtag replay in the comments so that I know you've tuned in, and let me know what your thoughts are. So let me know what your thoughts are and any questions that you have about no one coming to save you. Let me know what that conjures up for you, and what that means to you, and where you're going to go with that. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all soon. And for those of you that are in my Ignite program, so Katie, I will hopefully speak to you on Friday and hear what some of your wins are this week and answer any questions as well. So thanks very much for tuning in. I will speak to you very soon. Oh, actually, there's no Ignite show next week. So the Ignite show is usually on Mondays and Thursdays, live at 5. There will be no Ignite show next week. It will be on again the week after, because I am on holiday next week. So I'm not doing the Ignite show while I'm on holiday. So no Ignite show, we're taking a break for a week, but we'll be back again, or I'll be back again the week after that. So I will speak to you all then. All right, take care. Bye.